I'm rated 1635 on puzzles, and I don't know why the screen changed here, but yeah. Now we're back to normal, it looks like. So, black to move, and we gotta find the checkmating idea. First things first, I see that we can get checked. So I'm thinking of putting him in check or just taking the queen. Looks like we can't take the queen. So I'm seeing queen to b4. He goes check. And then at that point, I think we can just go here. Well, let's see. Let's see. Queen to b4. King has to move. Well, king can either move here or here. Queen to b4. Let's just say king moves here. Okay, so I'm thinking if the king moves down here, then we have queen to d2, protected by the rook. And then the king, either way, would have to move here. So king is moving here. Queen to b4, king is essentially moving here. At that point, I think we just have a clear... Well, what happened? See, our queen will be here on d2 if the king had moved down here. And then we make a move up here, and then the queen can move up, and then it's checkmate. But if the king moves here first after b4, then what do we do? I guess then it's rook. No, it's not that simple, because then king can go here. But then I suppose the queen can go here. Let's just do queen to b4. Okay, so he went king f1. And now... Yeah, now I'm seeing this. Rook to d1. King goes down. And then queen can just go up. Nice. That's it. Oh, I don't like all these little animations. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent play. You solved it.
Okay, let's see what we can change here. Looks like I can't change this little crazy puzzle thing. Well, let's just continue going. We'll have to put up with those sounds. I liked it when it was nice and quiet. Okay, we're gonna win material from white. We could just straight up take the pawn right here and he's in check. I'm seeing like the rook can go pin the queen, or it can just take the bishop. It'd be nice if we had a knight like right here that could jump and attack the queen. That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, I think rook. the rook attacks, pins the queen, really. Yeah, I think that's the way. I think that's the way. Oh, okay, or we have bishop to f3, and that attacks the queen, but it's also defended by the rook, so the queen can't just take. But that's not really winning material, is it? Because the queen can really go anywhere. I mean, the queen has options. So I don't think that's the idea either. And then the bishop's just kind of in the way. I could take a bishop, then I lose the rook. So I would think kick the queen. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised he actually went with that. My queen is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? Okay, well, let's win the white queen. I do see a way to win it. Right here, with the knight. Is that right? Let's see. We have a rook and a bishop and a knight. He's just got a queen and a bishop, which is 1 point higher than us. Looks like. Maybe 2 points because he has more pawns. But yeah, I think it's going to be a... Yeah. Put him in check. Okay. I don't know what oh, okay, we go next. Can you put pressure on my king? Black to move. Yeah, so this isn't the idea because then rook takes rook, and then king doesn't do a knight move. He goes on g3. So that would be a loss. Seems to be the obvious move, but it's not the good move. Maybe it is, because I still have these pieces. So bishop on g3, rook takes. My rook takes his rook. King g3. I'm down points, but can I turn it into a checkmate? Then we go queen to g8. Nah, I'm really out of luck. That can't be the idea. I'm thinking something like queen to a5 and then d2, but then the bishop stops that. So I'm glad the puzzle shows us that, though. My pawns are blocked. The dark square bishop, so I really would think we go bishop g3. Then obviously his rook takes. I mean, I keep thinking maybe bishop f2, attack his rook. That's just not good enough. He can't check us, so I don't see any necessarily forcing moves. Let's see. I don't know how to calculate this one. I would think check, but then he takes. We take. King takes. So we end up with 3 of these pieces gone, and the king is here. That leaves us with queen to g8. Check. His king can either go here or here or here. Not there because the pawn. So his king can go back here or here. And then we have no supporting pieces. Man. Pressure on the king. Ah. Okay, was it... Nope. Was it rook? Oh, of course. I just take his rook and that opens up a whole new game. Why didn't I think of this? How could I not have thought of that? What comes after this? Probably here, and then I would think we just take its queen. That's a free queen, but is there a checkmate here? I don't think so. I think we take the queen. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, we just take the rook. I did not calculate for that. Nice. All right. That one we messed up. We didn't get it. Okay, we can checkmate the black king in this position. So we're white. Yeah, this one's a pretty easy one. This right here is checkmate. Okay, white to move, checkmate again. We have 2 rooks. Opponent has a queen and a bishop and 2 rooks, and we have 2 bishops. This is extremely powerful. That's an idea. So, rook to f8. His rook takes. Okay, he can check us. So I think we need to check him this turn. We need a forcing move. If we don't do a forcing move that forces his king, then he'll check us, I think. And he has a pretty good checkmate too. So he'd be really powerful. We'd be screwed if we don't do a check. This is actually a forcing move as well. It's defended by the rook. So bishop to f7. Yeah, so bishop to f7. His king already can't go here. Couldn't go there. Couldn't go there. Yeah, king is done with bishop f7. Okay. So we're gonna promote on this one. Ooh, this is an end game sequence here. White to move. This is tough. I think it's got to be this pawn, but I think we should take his rook. So rook trade. This pawn. Ugh. Okay, we pushed f5. He takes. Because he wouldn't want to go forward, because then our pawn would just totally make it. So once he does that, we go up, take, and then it's just a race, which he can do the same. And he has an extra pawn. 2 extra pawns. Or an extra pawn. Yeah, so this doesn't look right to me. I'm not good with end games yet, but this is good training. What if we do move this pawn? Oh, king takes. King takes again. That was not it. Oh, right. Of course, take this, then. Nope. Okay, so... It was that. Oh, I didn't think about that. Duh. Stupid. Stupid me. We're losing points. Can you find a way to win my knight? I can find a way to win your king. Queen, I mean. Yeah, so queen trade. Win the knight. Easy. Okay, we can win material. I'm seeing knight with check, rook takes, queen takes rook, and then his queen takes my queen. So all in all, we didn't attack his queen though. So there's definitely a better way to do this. I think these rooks are not involved in this puzzle really. I think we've got to do check. Oh no, I see where. Almost. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Because once we do check, he has to address it, and then we got his queen. Oh, but that's a problem. Okay, man. Oh, still check. Okay, I should have looked at that closer. That was still check, so he still has to address it, and then we can take his queen. I should have looked at that one closer. Finish this puzzle with a checkmate. Let's see. Black to move. Checkmate white. Shouldn't be too hard because the king is out in the open so much. My queen is under attack. Yeah, this right here would be checkmate. They gave me an easy one after all the ones I've been losing. Black to move, checkmate. Yeah, so this right here, and then those would be checkmate. Ooh, that's me rushing. I'm disappointed in myself for doing such a poor job. Yeah. Gotta keep them together. Okay. Win material. Okay, we can't go here. Okay, we got check. That's a good check. The idea is probably bishop to a5. What happens then? Bishop a5. Pawn is useless because we'll just take it. Oops. And that does win material, technically. And both are checks. So, what happens after bishop b4? Oh, you know what? Pawn doesn't have to go out. Bishop would come out. So, bishop calls the bishop out. What happens then? We have bishop, bishop. We are defended. Queen must do something. Must have something to do with it. Oh, you know what? Bishop trade. So bishop comes out. If his comes out, that's checkmate. So he wouldn't do that. He would not do that. So he would do the pawn. And if he advances his pawn to block, then what was I just looking at? I was just looking at an idea. If he does that, we take the pawn. Oh, and then he goes bishop. Either way, we still do the bishop. Oh, I didn't think about the knight blocking. The knight comes out. Oh, we fork. We're going to end up forking. Okay. It's all explained with the knight. Very nice. And then, yeah. I mean, he takes the block and we take that as well. So that was good. Let's do that again. Check. Trade. Fork. I like it. Okay. Can we checkmate black? We all have 2 pawns. I actually have a pawn. Right here. So that's going to be this and then this. And that'll be a checkmate. Checkmating idea. White to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, bishop for a knight. I really like this bishop. It's a very nice bishop. I'm seeing checkmate by sacking the queen and then putting the rook in its place. By then, he's done for. But if his king goes up here, if his king goes to g8, when we take the rook, or when we take the pawn with the queen, then he's basically still checkmated because we can do pawn. We could take this pawn, and then that would be checkmate. And so what I think is going to happen is we're gonna take his h6 pawn, and then he's gonna take back, and then we're gonna put the rook on h3 where the queen is, and that's checkmate because he can't go here, he can't go here, he can't go here because of the pawn, and he can't go down. So we're gonna sack the queen and the rook, and then the rook just takes. Okay, try to win the rook. Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing a fork. Use this rook to fork his rooks, force his queen over here, and then we put him in. No, at that point we just take his rook. I was thinking of like a fork with the queen, but that doesn't actually, the rook would have to be like here. So yeah, it's gonna be sacrifice the knight on f7. If he doesn't take, like if he did something like that, we just win a rook anyway, so I'm not worried about that. But he takes with the queen, with the king, I mean, and then we just take a rook. So that's how is that not the idea? Okay, so if he takes, then we take, and then he takes, and I didn't get the rook, and my knight over here does nothing. Okay, that was a hasty decision on my part. Actually, of course I should have thought of this. This knight is the one that does the real forking. I should have known this. Okay, we can win a rook. White to move. And I guess I could know it's white to move if the A is at the bottom left. So I don't have to look over there for that. Okay, what do we have? Rooks and queens. Alright. White to move. Yeah, I'm really seeing trade queens, pawn takes, we take rook. Oh, we're still going? I guess we look at that pawn right there. Okay, we're close to checkmate. Black to move. I like this pawn right here. Yeah, I think we can checkmate with pawns. Hang on. This is an interesting checkmate thing here. So, forcing moves. We put him in check. This rook is taking care of the e file, and this rook is taking care of the third row. So when we advance our pawn, he can't take it because our king is defending. So c5, and then so he moves his king to c4, and then we push this pawn up. Oh, but then he's actually he can take that pawn, so that doesn't work. I don't like that. Of course, the bishop and the pawn are here, so we can't go there. We can't go here because of the bishop and the rook. I really like this pawn and forcing his king over here. It's a shame. It's a shame this puzzle is not as easy as one would think. Yeah, so pawn, we go c5, we push. He has to go here. Darn, I don't see this one. Because anything we do, I mean, he takes and just, I mean, nothing works that I'm seeing. You know. No. I don't see this one. I don't think the rook can go anywhere over here because he can just go up. Now, unless we already have this pawn here. But But then he can already move. Yeah, if this pawn was here first, that would be good. I mean, I feel like the first move is to move this pawn, is to push c5. But it's just, you know, then it's too late. If we don't, he just takes our rook. So maybe we take a rook. He is up material. He's up 3 points. He's up 2 points because of pawns. We take a rook. Yeah, I don't like any of this. Oh, how about we take a pawn? No. That's a terrible idea. Oh, but what if... Nope. c5. King goes... c4. King to c4. What then? We don't have any more forcing moves after that. Doesn't work. How am I not seeing it? So that is the first correct move. The first move is correct. Oh, rook. Rook to b8. Right? Okay, so we go b5. He has to take b5. And then we go rook to b8. And we're looking up this file. He can't go here. He could go back. But then we can go rook to b4. And then he's checkmated. But he wouldn't want to do that because we're defended by the pawn. So he wouldn't want to do that. So hang on. b5. King takes. Because it's a forcing move. Rook to b8. He doesn't want to go back. Because that's checkmate. He goes here. We do it anyway. That's not checkmate. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. But I am seeing the next forcing move, which is b5, and then rook to b8. Now we could go a6. He takes. We go rook to a8, but then we just gave the king more space. So I would think b8, rook to b8 is the correct response, but he has so many options from there. Oh, but at this point, he can't go here. Remember, he can't go here, but he can go here. And we can put the rook over here, but then he takes the rook. So we have to keep thinking. I think the next move is rook to b8. Okay, yeah, if he goes here to a4, we go rook to b4. We're protected by the pawn. So he has to go down, and then we checkmate him. Now, if he goes here, it's all the same story. Yeah, it's all the same story. So now we push him down, and then we checkmate him. And he can't go anywhere. That was hard. That was difficult. I can't believe that's that's check. That's a checkmate in what? made in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mate in 5. We found a mate in 5, but it took a while. It was, some of it was probably guesswork. That was ridiculous. Okay, checkmate. Get a checkmate idea. Black to move. I already see this. Now I like that. I like bishop to f3 because if he moves here, we have some kind of discovered check. But I actually don't like it because I didn't realize his bishop. So let's take a look at the map. We have a queen. He has a queen, a rook, and a bishop, and we have. We're 3 points down, I think. We have 2 rooks. Or we're 1 point down. A knight and a bishop. I don't know. So he's got some good material on us. He can't really put us in check. He can put us in check, which really messes us up. I mean, we'll be dancing around the board if we let him make a move. So we need to do some kind of check. Now I could disarm the queen. I could put my knight here. He takes. No, I could disarm the bishop. We would want to take with this rook, and then we go here. He has to move, and then it's like we do anything else, and he has a discovered check. But then, yeah, that's not the way. That's not the way. Can't be. Highly doubt it. I'm not seeing this one. I don't see the checkmate idea. But we have to put him in check. Okay, if we keep our knight, we might, let's see. What I'm thinking now is we sacrifice the bishop. He takes, we take, we get the queen here. Or the king, I mean, I always call the king the queen. So what we have here is the king is here. But what if he doesn't go there? Then what? We go up here. Let me think. I think we use the bishop. That's not it. That's just sacking a rook, right? Okay. What if we just go up? Yeah, I can't see anything. I can't see it. I just don't see it. Let's see. I don't see how any of this leads to a checkmate. Oh. Okay, man. But why would he go there? Because I see it now. But why would he have gone there? Oh, because I'm defended. I'm defended and he can't. It doesn't matter at that. He can't. Yeah. My goodness, it was so easy. It was so easy. Okay, one more. Did I press it again? Okay, one more. Calculate and win material. We have easy fork. Bishop takes a knight on c3. Pawn takes. Queen forks. We win the rook. Ooh. We have to be careful. I think we just win this bishop after all, because I almost fell for that trap. Queen can take. Yeah, so let's do that again. Alright, let's do it one more time.